Hello and welcome to Watch What Crappens, a podcast about all that crap on Bravo that we just love to talk about. I'm Ben Mandelker. Joining me today on this very spooky recap, it's Ronnie Karam. Hi, Ronnie. Happy Halloween.
Well, hello. Happy Halloween. Happy Satan's birthday.
I forgot to get a little spider or some spider webs to put up on our Crappens on Demand display, and I feel like a total failure. I feel like every year I add a little spider web to something or another. Oh, that's spooky. I love those color blocks. The spooky color blocks. I'm going to wait for you to have some sort of monologue, some rant. During one of your Gretchen Rossi rants today, I will find a spider web GIF and I will put it up on our screen. Welcome. How you doing, Ronnie?
Good. What's going on with you?
Not much. It's Friday. It's Halloween. We have a very spooky show to recap today, which is the horror show that is Gretchen Rossi. Oh, thank you. Thank you, audience. Thank you. The undead has risen up to applaud our decision today to recap the Real Housewives of Orange County. So just a quick reminder, Monday is Crappy Hour. You all better be there because I feel like some Bravo news is going to break over this weekend. I just have a feeling it's going to happen. Someone's going to wear a bad costume tonight. Someone's going to be offensive. Someone's going to do something. We're all going to want to talk about it. That's going to be Monday at 5:30 on the West Coast, 8:30 on the East Coast. That is our Bravo headline show. It's live. We do it on YouTube. It's also on Patreon. It's also on Instagram. We are just everywhere. We're taking over the world with Crappy Hour. Come join us. And of course, on Patreon, speaking of which, patreon.com/watchwhatcrappens, get access to Crappens on Demand where you can watch us. And also we have a weekly bonus episode. We're going to record it after this. And we're going to probably talk about our, Halloween plans and things like that. Ronnie and I went to a Halloween party. And so we'll talk about costumes and things like that. And who knows what we'll talk about? We could talk about something else entirely. Who knows? That's it. So shall we get into this madness, Ronnie? Are you ready for it?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's
The monsters don't like that. They don't like that.
Let's do it. They added sound effects to our platform here, so I'm just playing around with it. Yeah, could you send me that sound effect that we've been using because I love it and I need to have some control too. Okay, I've relinquished too much control on this show in the past 3 weeks, and I'm sick of this shit. Okay, so send it over.
I'm sorry. What sound effect? All I know is that there's been a very natural, almost cosmic reaction to Heather Dubrow's very funny comedy. I will send it to you. She wishes she had that big of an audience. That was like an Oscar. That was like the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion laughing at Heather Dubrow. We're reverting.
Well, wow, what an episode. So we finally got our Gretchen stuff. How they ended up switching this at the end of the episode is pretty ballsy of Bravo. I can't believe they did this. I'm not believing 1 second of this bullshit they're trying to peddle, but I guess we'll get there when we get there, eh?
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. I am bracing for this episode, but here we go. So it's Amsterdam. It's day 3. The girls are getting ready. Tamara's putting on sunscreen on her back. Shannon is really leaning into her wackiness. It's time to have an intervention. I think all the sins of this episode could be forgiven if all the women just gathered around Shannon and said, Shannon, it's too much. The sticking your tongue out and through your lips and being unsteady as you put on Spanx or on a bike or walking around. It's too much. It's too much. It's not. No, because she doesn't have. The thing is, she doesn't have to do that. She is crazy on her own, so she doesn't have to go that extra step, right? She doesn't need to sell it. She is enough.
You're enough, Shannon. But I think she is like this in real life. I really do think so? This is how she puts on Spanx and rides a bike. I don't see Shannon living any other way. Do you? Do you think in real life, Shannon's like some ballet dancer who's walking around with grace and, all that? I don't. I think she's a mess. I'd love to see a mess. Listen, I love to see someone putting on Spanx, I guess. What can I say? I was into it.
Yeah, I just it's just a little bit too much. I do believe that was actually her authentically riding that bike. Like that did not feel fake to me. That seemed like how I think that Shan would ride a bike. However, some of the other stuff, like the Spanx, like you put on the Spanx every day. You know how to put them on. You don't have to stick your tongue out of your mouth and pretend like you don't know what you're doing, right?
I mean, I don't know. Spanx are hard. But here's what I'll say. I mean, Shannon riding the bike like that with an American flag on in Amsterdam. I mean, I just believe that's totally Shannon. And not only an American flag, but like one of the knitted ones, you know, one of the ones that look like you stitched at home, like in a rocking chair. Like, girl, yes, I do believe it's Shannon. I just do. I just believe that's her. And I love Shannon. You just keep on with your Spanx. So Gretchen is FaceTiming Slade, who's wearing a cowboy hat for some reason. And she's like, oh, hi, are you going to a rodeo or what? And he's like, no, when you get home, you'll be a part of the rodeo. Yeah, that was some really weird, premature aging, sexy guy thing to say. What happened to Slade? Slade is not aging well. I feel like that happens to a lot of like formerly hot people in the California sun. It just bakes the guys.
Yeah, and his like kind of just for men sort of light brown hair he has these days. I feel like he's like in the Righteous Gemstones.
God, it's so weird that you would say just for men in this episode. Because you know that's how he is in every public bathroom he's ever in.
However.
So Gretchen's like,
I feel better this morning. I think I just had to have like a good cry, you know, right? You know, a good cry. Like I just had to sit down and be like, oh my God, I've attached my wagon to Slade's ox. Oh God. And then I just cried and cried and cried and realized this is just my path in life. And now here I am.
Everyone's like, just move on, just get over it. But trauma, grief, pain, that's not linear.
Okay. Okay, Gretchen. So she's saying, yeah, you know, the stuff with her and Tamara was a long time ago, but it doesn't mean that her feelings and emotions just disappear. Things can come up again, you guys. So let's keep talking about the same shit over and over and over, because no matter how many times she says she's willing to move on, she's not willing to move on. Nobody's willing to move on. And I think it's just time to go, Gretchen. You know, just pack it up and go home. I'm tired of you. And I don't want to move on from you either. So just everybody go. I haven't forgiven you yet. Okay? Yeah. I need more time.
I mean, I just don't understand how Gretchen is just losing this battle, because she has I feel like she has so much on her side. I think like every time Tamara says 12 years she's been doing this to me, I'm like, what has Gretchen been doing to you for 12 years? She's done nothing. Maybe she like the one thing that Gretchen did that I think was really like the bad thing was commenting on what's her face's Facebook. Like that was the thing, like that was Gretchen's big infraction. But compared to like the stuff that Tamara has brought up about Gretchen on her podcast, I mean, Tamara's always had the larger platform. Tamara's had a platform for 12 years. Gretchen stands on a shoebox for a platform. That's the best that she can do. And yet Tamara's still like, she's tormenting me. And yet still somehow Gretchen, who has really, I think like the moral high ground on this entire thing, is just failing. Well, moral high ground in terms of her arguments with Tamara, not moral high ground in terms of her social media activity. But in terms of like all of this, how now when Gretchen is sitting here talking about like, well, it's not linear. Pain, it's grief and pain. It's not linear. It's just like, ma'am, you're losing this battle and you shouldn't be.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're coming on a show and your only goal for the season is to fight Satan, and you can't fight Satan. Like, it's Satan. How are you getting the more of the audience's side on Satan's side? You're fighting Satan. I mean, it's like the easiest. It's the easiest. Satan never wins. Okay. I watch a lot of horror movies and stuff. That's the whole point. You fight Satan and Satan loses. I mean, he keeps coming back, but he always loses. And you can't even beat Satan in a horror movie. Like, you're failing, Gretchen. Get the fuck out of here. So, Gretchen's like, yeah, I'm just mentally exhausted. I'm like, learn how to say please. Is that another thing I can just ask from Gretchen with her weird fucking talk? I think you just get to a point where you mentally. No, it's not mentally. It's not that. I'm so sick of you. Why are you worried about where people are going pee? Worry about your pronunciation. I hate her.
Gretchers. Gretchers!
Oh, not you too.
Gretchers! Gretchers!
So she's over it because Tamara's never going to take true accountability. And I'm over it. And I don't want to do that anymore. So Gretchen's like, yeah, well, Emily said maybe it was really lethargic for me to cry it all out. And he's like, yeah, it's not lethargic. Okay.
The one time I was grateful for Slade to say something, I was like, please, please, can someone please correct Gretchen Rossi on, on lethargic?
It was really lethargic to get it out.
She just got lazier and lazier and lazier as she
for the
cried.
audience. And Slade says, you mean cathartic? And she's like, huh,
Cathartic. Is that the word? Yeah, stupidity is my thing. I love it. Nailing it.
so we go to Gina's room, and their room is disgusting. Of course, Emily and Gina's room. And she's like,
Oh my God, like everything is so tiny in Europe.
I know you're not saying that lady with 6 children in a bedroom.
who like hung up a curtain. Her storyline last season was that she hung up a curtain between the beds.
I know.
Oh my God, I
you're
did
not
it. I
coming for
divided the
Europe
room.
right now. You live in a shower.
So she's like, oh, it was horrifying. Oh my God.
Well, last night I couldn't even sleep. I was so exhausted. Okay, well, that doesn't make any sense. Shane called, and then he's like so fucking frustrated, and I get it, because I've been in this situation. Annabelle had cheer practice, and he had to go to pick her up, and Luke was just losing it. So there we see a flashback of them speaking on the phone, because basically Shane called up, and it's like that classic thing where the dad has to deal with the kids for the first time, and is like, I don't know what to do, because Luke started throwing food around. He's having a tantrum. And so now Emily's going to cry about it in Amsterdam.
Yeah, but I think it's also kind of a normal thing. Like if your spouse calls you and says, hey, what's going on? You're like, oh my God, the kids are fucking nightmares today. Right. And then you're like, oh God, I'm sorry, babe. Don't worry. I'll be back. Whatever. But he's like, yeah, he doesn't want to go to soccer. He doesn't want to do his homework. He started throwing food. And we hear Luke go, I didn't throw anything. And then like, Shane comes back to the screen and he's got like spaghetti hanging off of his face. And he's like, oh, I just lost it. I lost it. She's like, oh God, you make me feel so bad about it. What am I supposed to do? I'm in another country. He didn't call you a bad mother, for Christ's sake. He reserves the right to talk shit about his kids. Who else are you going to talk about him to? I mean, I would talk about them to everybody. You know, I would.
Yeah, I would.
The mailman would show up and be like, how's it going today? I'd be like, my kids are fucking monsters. How are you doing?
I'll always remember the time I went to my friends and I, we got drinks at like on the rooftop of a hotel here in LA. And there was, there was a hotel. So there was this family, there were these kids in the pool and they were swimming. And I was like walked to go to the bathroom or something. And I was walking alongside the pool and this mom, and she was like this wealthy, like she was definitely like very wealthy mom in a bikini. And she just had this like margarita in her hand and she was walking towards me. I'm walking towards her and the kids are saying, Mom, Mom, Mom. And she's like not answering. And then they start going, Barbara, Barbara. And every time that they said mom, and every time they said Barbara, under her breath, she just went, annoying, annoying, annoying. And I remember thinking at the time, like, that's hilarious. Look at this like rich mom who's so disconnected from her kids. Like she's like probably doesn't even know what to do with them because she doesn't have her nanny. But now that I'm older, I realize, oh, she was going through it. Like I feel like that's not a unique thing. This was not some crazy like rich lady who is like disconnected from her kids. I feel like all my mom friends are constantly like annoying. And I feel like Emily should feel okay to lean into that. Like you're allowed to be annoyed. I think she has so much baggage about her own mom, and she's complained so much on this show about like, my mom was never there. She never called. She never showed up. And now she's, I think, painted herself in this corner where she feels like she has to be the mom that her mom wasn't. And now she worries that when it has moments of being inattentive, that she's repeating a pattern. And I just want to be like, Emily, it's okay. Enjoy some stroopwafels. Your kid will be fine.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things. I'm just surprised she's not getting to the point where I've gotten, where you just get older and you start seeing like, my mom had a point. Just kidding.
I feel like, listen, Emily has worn out my last nerve this season, but I just want, Emily, if you're out there and listening, it's okay. It's okay. Enjoy Amsterdam. Shane's got it. And even if he doesn't have it, you'll come back, you'll fix it later. But please stop crying on your vacation because your kid had a tantrum.
Yeah, that's what kids do. He's doing his job. It's like crying that you're having a tantrum on this show. You know, you think Luke's sitting at home being like, my mom's having a tantrum right now on TV. No, that's her job. You know, and that's your kid's job. It's your kid's job to be a little asshole.
And he also probably knows that if he has a tantrum, he's going to get your attention and be like, should I come home? Should I come home? I mean, yeah, don't give him the power, okay?
Also, you got to love like a real housewife being like, I don't know why my kid has tantrums. Does he have a TV? He learned it from watching you, mother. You have like 3 in this episode alone. So Emily is like, yeah, Shane's never lost it when it comes to the kids. So I don't know, this makes me feel terrible. And Gina's like,
Oh my God. Like to watch him flounder, you mean?
it's like Gina breaks in to finish her sentence. She's like, yeah. And then for him to lose it, and I'm here. I'm just such a shitty mom. Like, I'm not even at home. I'm here. I'm here instead of being at home.
And she's like,
Emily, no, you have to take care of yourself too, Emily, okay? And so does Shane. And you guys cannot let it break you guys, okay?
yeah, but I think what's so hard is that this is a journey. It's a long journey. And it's not like you can just go to therapy. It's better, but it just makes me feel like I can't ever go anywhere. It's a long journey. I'm like, you want to talk about a long journey? How about us watching? Okay, this is like watching a dash cam on an Uber all day. It's a long journey and it's not fun to watch.
And stop saying you can't go anywhere. This is your like 4th trip this year. So Gina's trying to comfort her. She's like,
You guys are gonna be okay. I feel bad.
so then now we get into vans to go places, and Shannon is about to run into a million bikes. So Heather's like, whoa, watch the bikes. So it's Heather, Gina, and Shannon in one van, and
they are. So half of them are going to go on a swing set that is going to be high above the city. And fun fact, it was also, I believe, high above the place where I took a stroopwafel class when I went to Amsterdam, which then happened later in this episode. I basically felt like I was watching my life. I was like, if only I had a child in another room having a tantrum, this would basically be the Ben Mandelker story.
I mean, basically, if there was someone standing behind the swing saying, take off your seatbelts and push the swing harder, it would have been just like this.
Yeah. So half of them are going to do that thing. And then the other half are going to go. Later in the episode is biking and shopping. This is
swing
setting.
This is one of the, this is like, we are going to do shrooms like the young people.
Yeah, this is like, clearly the Amaze is one of those Instagram activation places where you go and take cool pictures. And Heather is like, my daughter at Tufts told me that this is a cool place for young people. And I just hope that if I get high, I don't fall down because I may be higher than the people on the swing set who are high above in a building. So I'm just saying I will be higher than people who are physically higher right now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Amsterdam. Thank you. Okay, you're too kind. I have a new joke for me. Okay, you have to stop. I have a joke. Okay, my turn. My turn. Still me making jokes, audience.
It's time for a commercial. It's time for a Crappens commercial.
Let us do shrooms together. Bottoms up, ladies. So Shannon and Gina take their little mushroom, and Shannon's like, I've never done mushrooms before. Is this the new Shannon? No, this is not the new Shannon. This is Amsterdam Shannon, and I'm just trying a little. No, it's no big deal at all. Nothing wacky's gonna happen. With my face melting. Swallow it first, Shannon.
So then in the other van, the ladies are talking, and Jen's like, have you guys ever seen Shannon? Have you ever seen her shenanigans? Oh, when she pulled up her dress on the way to the tulips. Remember when she pulled up her dress? Wasn't that hilarious, guys?
How have we not had Sheena doing an entire episode of her podcast and then putting out 10 episode clips on Instagram about the word shenanigans? I pioneered that name, and I've been using that name for a long time, and they're trying to come for me on the OC, and I will not stand for it. Maybe I should be on the cast next year to have my say about this, because that is my name.
it's just like really hurtful because we spent like a lot of time coming up with shenanigans. And I remember I was at like the El Pollo Loco in West Covina, and I thought, oh my God, my name is Sheena. And then and then I want to go to Bennigan's after this and be like Sheena Bennigan's, shenanigans. It just like came together. And so now like Shannon's just doing it. It just feels like she's stolen it, but I'm like not going to complain to Bravo because like I am a team player and I am a people pleaser and I just like want everyone to be happy. But it's like really hurtful that like I spend this energy like being supportive of Shannon, but she hasn't once decided to support my podcast. It just like really hurts a lot. That's right. It's my audience and they're loyal to me. Thank you. I didn't even have to make a joke. I'm not going to be making any jokes today because today I will be scattering the ashes of my father. No, Alfredo. No.
So Shannon's van. So Shannon's like, wow, look at everybody. I got new Spanx. Look, it hides the vac fat. Oh, they're talking about when she was showing them the Spanx and stuff. And Emily's like, yeah, gosh, she is so fucking funny.
Yeah, she is funny. She's a hard layer. She's a lot of work. It's hard to get into that layer. Am I right? Try and get your penis drawn in Spanx. Am I right?
And Emily's like,
it's a lot of layers. It's hard to get through there. I mean, the Spanx kill me. They kill me almost as much as knowing that Luke might be having a tantrum right now. I'm a bad mom.
And Jen's like, I mean, is that even doing anything for her? What are those Spanx doing? And Mom's like, no, it just redistributes. That's it.
Yeah, it just pushes her up here and into her armpits. It's like a big sausage.
Yeah, it's like a can of biscuits, and then when you cut it open, it's like boom, boom goes the dynamite, and the dynamite is made of biscuit. So they're laughing, like that's a funny idea.
What a bunch of dicks, though. Like honestly, I mean, teasing Shannon about her Spanx, I think is fair game because that's like Shannon's personality this season. Is like I wear Spanx, but calling her a sausage and a can of biscuits. I mean, especially Emily, because Emily's always like, "Oh, you made me wear a pair of jeans in my size. How could
Susan
you?"
Bender.
Susan Bender's a Cup Fitness.
Yeah, and the truth is they'll all be wearing Spanx soon enough because that's just. I mean,
if they're not already, who
Spanx.
doesn't wear Spanx? I mean, my God, doesn't everybody?
Let me tell you something. I had to put on a tank top yesterday for my costume. Like I went to Target and I got one of those like Hanes tank tops. It's not flattering. And I thought to myself, gosh, I think I could use some man Spanx.
Some mix.
I think I'm at that. I'm ready now. I'm ready for the man Spanx around the chestal areas.
No, I just like to thank the gay community for coming up with the word bear because I just go with that. I'm like, I'm a bear.
I don't have bare body. I don't have bare body. I don't have bare body and I don't have like otter body. I'm just like, I don't know. It's very frustrating. I don't fit into any gay category. And that was not me choking up, but in some ways, maybe I am choking up. That was just my voice.
There is no category gayer than Bravo podcaster. So, put yourself to bed at night with that one.
I'm a Bravo guy. Okay, so
I'm a Bravo podcaster. There's like literally the only thing gayer than that is like a penis in a butthole.
That is significantly gayer than that. I just want to say,
yeah.
The only thing gayer than that is like being a gay porn star. So, Jen, the swing set people arrive. They're like, oh my God, I don't know about this. And Emily's like, oh my God, that's high. Whoa. And they're getting nervous because it's funny and, it looks scary. Tamara's like, that doesn't look that scary to me, the bitch. And so they're just like apprehensive about getting on it. And Tamara says,
Never thought about being a swinger. Not my thing. But when in Amsterdam, let's become a swinger, bitch. See, because the joke is that like we're going on a swing set, but it's like when you say swinger, it sounds like you're having sexual parties. Keep up.
I'm sorry, I didn't pay for an Alfredo to give me a badumcha, but it doesn't mean it wasn't funny, bitch.
Alfredo, do not badumcha Tamara.
He's just sweating over there. Okay, what did I tell you? What did I tell you could do if anyone else tried to be funny? Good. Good job.
Gong them. Badumcha for me. Gong everyone else. Oh, okay, I'll accept that.
Reprimand, Badumcha. I'll take it.
He was trying.
So now the other ladies are like, oh my God, Gretchen, you're going to do the swing? You should do it with Tamara. That's crazy. But she tried to murder me on a boat. And so she's like, I'm basically being set up on my murder cruise. So then we go, Emily's like, well, it didn't work. She tried to murder you, but she didn't. So now we'll give her a second attempt.
So Emily is like, let's take a video of their final moment together. God, I'm wacky and hilarious. So they're swinging and it's funny and Gretchen hates it. So Tamara is like pushing the swing to go harder and harder. And Gretchen's like,
Stop it. Stop it. All I see are gay and trans people down there. I can't. This is not how I want to die.
And Tamara, of course, is like,
Make it go higher, bitch. Make the swing go higher.
and Gretchen's like,
She's been torturing me mentally for years, and now she's trying to torture me physically.
so, yeah, it's like a wacky swing scene. It's crazy.
and it goes on for a very long time.
It goes on for too long. And then Shannon, Heather, and Gina arrive at their Amaze Maze. And Shannon's like, oh, Stella must have found this on TikTok. Where is my daughter sending us? Wacky.
Oh my
so they
God,
get through this.
it's like trippy already.
Yeah.
Whoa. It's like, Gina, you're just in the lobby. She's like, oh my God, there's like walls here. This is like wild and crazy.
Yeah, so they're gossiping a little bit about how Tamara and Gretchen are spending time together. And Gina's like, I felt bad for Gretchen last night. I felt so bad.
She did say, I feel bad. I think this is one of 3 this episode. She actually ended the season with like a really big, I feel
Yeah,
bad.
she really
that comes
piled it
later.
on.
She did like
I
a
feel
big one.
really bad.
She's like, this is it, like this might be my final season, so let's go out with a bang. I feel really bad.
Yeah, it was a feel really bad finale. Like all the fireworks going off all at once.
So Heather's like, well, Gretchen, on the way home, she was so upset. She was crying and taking accountability for all her own actions. Isn't Gretchen a great friend? I love defending her.
And then we see a flashback of Gretchen being like, I don't want to be the person that you guys are saying I'm being. I guess I'm not recognizing that I'm doing that. Well, Gretchen definitely doesn't like to apologize, but someone had to put the sword down first, and it feels like Gretchen is doing that.
The last thing I want to participate in are sword fights. If you know what I'm saying.
So Gina is like, well, maybe it'll be okay. But like, also I'm like sick of like that they say they're going to like move on. And then they both like take their digs when they're around us. So then it's time to, at this point, Shannon is like watching them, but her mushrooms are kicking in. And she's just like, huh? What? And you hear Heather's voice be like, there's nothing wrong. Things have to move. Sometimes.
What? Oh, what? Whoa, I'm high. I am high like the youth of TikTok.
You guys, what are those drums? Is this the Real Housewives music? Na 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 na.
Like, what?
Listen to it. Listen, you can hear it. Am I the only one hearing this?
Gina's like,
I did not hear that. I think Shannon's just fucking nuts, man.
Shannon's brain is melting in real time. I don't hear the creepy clown music of our theme song. I don't know what she's talking about. I said, I don't know what she's talking about. No, this is a Heather joke, but dumpcha me, Alfredo. Oh, God. We're going to have a real talk when we get back to America.
Alfredo, why are you sweating? Why are you sweating? Something's wrong with Alfredo. Someone help Alfredo.
You just
Someone
high,
help
Heather.
him.
You're high, Heather. The mushrooms are kicking in.
Oh, okay, I'm back.
Thank you.
So they go through this wacky maze, and there's like little doors, and Gina's like, oh my God, it's like a doggy door, but for a large breed of dog. This is claustrophobic.
Oh, God. I'd love to Yeah. Oh God, it's claustrophobic, but it's also like a big hug. It's like a hug from the walls. Wow, I'm high. I am high right now.
And there's a bunch of mannequins in one of the rooms. And Heather's like, oh my God, are there real people here? This is a little creepy for me. Have you seen yourself? Imagine how the mannequins feel. They're like, why does she get to walk around?
I know.
Who Kim Cattralled her ass?
I know. She learned the secret. She did it. And then they go to a room where I guess the Amaze has taken their faces and like kind of AI'd them into some other kind of like versions of them. So it's like it's not them, but there's enough like signals or like signifiers to show that it is them. And so it's crazy.
It's basically
and
their
like,
Instagrams.
Yeah, basically. And it's like, hey, I have too many wrinkles. Don't look at the picture of me. They put wrinkles on me. That's terrible. I will adjudicate the Amaze. Adjudicate.
So yeah, Heather is like some weird school marm with a bun, and it looks kind of like an OnlyFans picture, or like a porn picture where they're like, I'm a teacher. And everyone else, like Shannon's actually looks kind of good. And they're like, wow, why does Shannon's look so good? She has this big, like, poofy, windblown hair. Mm-hmm. So they like her, but Heather's like, why do I get screwed in this whole deal? So then, let's see. We go to the Lookout, and the ladies are sitting down and ordering drinks, and whatever. So they're asking Gretchen how she feels today. She's like, I don't know. Like, I can't expect something from you that you're not able to give me, Tamara. You know what I mean? And so Jen's like, well, what do you want to work out differently? We should talk about you and Tamara again. We should have another whole meal talking about you and Tamara. That sounds great. I'm sure the audience is really down for that. Thank you so much, Gretchen. Thank you so much for all you bring to this show.
So, like, I lost, like, a lot of people in my life to cancer, and, like, I would just hope that, like, Tamara would say, you know what, now that I'm dealing with that with Teddy, I feel bad about Everett. Like, what was that? Did someone say I feel bad? Go back to the maze. Okay, I just want Tamara to say that she feels bad right now.
So Tamara's like, oh yeah, I do feel really bad now. Like my heart breaks that like, now that you went through that. They have like actually like a vaguely human moment where Tamara is like, oh, I guess it was kind of shitty of me to make your life hell while your fiance was dying of cancer.
Yeah, I guess that was shitty of me to call you out for cheating on your cancer-ridden fiance at the time, Gretchen. Yeah, I guess that was bad. And she's like,
I'm so sorry, Gretchen. I'm so sorry for hurting you during that time.
And she's like,
well, thank you for seeing that. Yeah, this is definitely the first time Tamara's actually heard what I had to say. And, it's unfortunate that it took her having to be in the exact same situation for her to have any empathy.
So Tamara pulls out the whole like,
hey, can we sign a friendship contract? I'm going to ask ChatGPT. Hey, ChatGPT, I'm here talking to somebody who dresses like a murdered child beauty star. And she wants me to be nice to her. Is that fucking funny, ChatGPT? ChatGPT, it's a bitch. What you want from me?
The contract hereby acknowledges the chaotic rekindling of a friendship between Tamara Judge and Gretchen Rossi. Both parties agree to refrain from taking any kind of shots at each other.
So Gretchen's like, oh, that's gonna be tough. And she's like, and Emma's like, I think these two ding-dongs need to sign a contract because they should sign it in blood. They should shut the fuck up. Emily, who is the one who exasperated their piece? It was you. When Gretchen was being messy at the sleepover, you went and ran and told Tamara, you reignited it, and it was worse now than it was all season. You can't be like, these ding-dongs need to shut up already, because you were the ones who brought the ding-dongs together. You were the ding-dong unifier.
Yeah, that's what Emily does. She sets them against each other, and then she's like, well, why is everyone fighting? So then we go to the hotel, and Heather almost gets hit by a bike. And she's like, whoa, 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 whoa. And then Tamara almost gets hit by a moped. And Emily's like, oh, forget about that bike path. Oh! So they talk about the swings and how much fun they were having, and then how much fun they were having on the boat. And they're like, why does this feel like we've been here a year?
I know. So then they're just like, now Tamara and Gina are walking. They all kind of like break off to do like little activities. So Tamara's like,
Tina, I feel like we should get backs and pedal around, and then maybe I could like remind you that you're supposed to confront Gretchen about those homophobic Instagram posts. You know, remember when I showed you that like 2 weeks ago? Like you snooze, you lose. So come on, get to it.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, you know, like, you feel like you have it figured out, but, like, I keep going back to the post that you shared with me.
And so we see 2 weeks earlier, Tamara's showing Gina her phone and saying that somebody had made a thread that, you know, about all the anti-LGBTQ posts that Gretchen has liked and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So Gina's like,
Well, there's like a big part of me that's still thinking and then there's like another part that's like Phil, and then there's another part of me that thinks man. But you know what? Like maybe it's not true. Like I want to make, I want her to make me feel better about this whole thing.
But I have questions for her too. But I'm not going to ask them. I'm just going to have you ask them and then pretend like I had nothing to do with it.
and Gina's like,
I mean, I understand that this is like calculated on Tamara's part. And if there's one thing I do every single season on this show, I say I'm not going to participate in these games anymore. And I'm not going to do someone else's dirty work. So with that in mind, I'm going to do Tamara's dirty work because like I'm upset and it bothers me. Okay. So like, yeah, I'm not being manipulated this season.
Yeah, like this time, like I totally understand I'm doing Tamara's dirty work, so it's not doing her dirty work because I want to do it. So I'm not being manipulated.
like, okay. So, but I do have to say, Tamara does, at least when they say it, she's like,
Oh, you mean you're going to talk about the best that I sent you?
so Tamara's not pretending she had nothing to do with it. I think Tamara just wants other people to also be there with her. She doesn't want to be the only person. She's like, why am I the only person that's mad about this? You guys should be mad about this with me. So she doesn't, at least to Tamara's credit, hang her completely out to dry.
Mm-hmm. So Tamara is like,
But don't bring it up tonight, okay? Because tonight I think Shannon has a fight scheduled, so let's let her have it like a pre-fight before the big fight, and then like we'll have our big fight tomorrow night, okay, bitch?
it's like,
Yeah,
okay,
I don't want this getting mixed up in a Spanx fight. Okay.
Let's let the Spanx fight have like its own night, and then like homophobia fight could be like the big one the next night, and there's also going to be like some fish.
Let's make it last.
So now we go to Emily and Heather in a van, and Emily's like, do you have the ashes with you? Oh, I have them here in my purse. Sorry, it's a taco. It's a taco.
Alfredo, never badumcha Emily. Never.
Apology accepted. Apology accepted. Okay, yes, I do have my father's ashes. He's here. I like to call this bag of ashes Go Wait ashes. It's like this tiny little bag of ashes. Oh, it just means so much to me that you wanted me to be here. That is so sweet.
Well, part of the fun of having a really expensive townhome in Amsterdam is that you get to show it to the poor people. I mean, if I just look at it, I mean, it's just like looking at a house. But if you show it to someone and you have a poor person with you, you get to really see how expensive this place was. Am I right?
Yeah. And Emily says that she's become close with Emily because they bitch about their families together. So sounds good to me. That's a friendship. So she's like, remember how you and me the other day were talking about Terry and Shane and how irritating it is because they all take the kid's side sometimes. Isn't that annoying? Gosh, being a mother, am I right? Oh, hold on. Let me have a piece of this pizza that is dripping all over my purse so casually.
The other day, it's so funny. I mean, like, why is it that husbands always take the side of the kids? It was like such a funny thing happened. So Alfredo came in through the main door instead of the servant's entrance. And my son said, "It's okay, Mom." And I said, "What are you talking about? It's okay. Would you be okay if an elephant just walked through the front door? No, you have to be careful about who comes in the front door." And Terry said, "Heather, you're being a little irrational." I said, "Oh, so now you're going to take the elephant side and Alfredo's side and the kid's side, and I'm just chump change? Am I right? Am I right?" Wow. I don't know. Sorry, that was my team.
Alfredo's changing it up.
That's the rival. Well, I heard we could all bring a percussionist on our trip since they don't have a budget for glam, but we do have a budget for percussion. So
I
It
just
sounded like the
never
Cosby
felt
Show was about to
understood.
begin.
Sorry, what?
It sounded like the Cosby Show was about to begin. When you started playing that, I was like, you know. Dun, 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 dun. We're allowed to mention the Cosby Show? It's 2025.
I mean, I think so. I don't know.
That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke. Thank you. Oh, I almost missed it.
Commercials. Here comes one right now.
Although I can't say I have all these beautiful, warm, fuzzy memories about my dad, I will tell you that we share a birthmark. And when I was little, I had this autograph book, and my dad wrote me a little note, and he said, no one else is going to ask you for an autograph, so I might as well remind you, you have a birthmark in your ear. You fucking loser! So remember that dot in your ear, and we'll be together forever. Love, Dad. And that's why I hit myself in the ear constantly. Oh, the tinnitus.
Yes, I often will look back at Yes, I will often look back at that autograph book and I look at my dad's sweet message and then I turn the page and I get angry all over again as I see that Wendy Malick wrote her name in my autograph book. How dare she? Is she that desperate?
I just felt abandoned, because I'd love to be able to call my mom and tell her everything that's going on with Luke and ask for advice, but I can't. So she talks about having, terrible parents, so she can't ask her parents for advice on her children. So who do you ask? And Heather's like, well, that's why you get maids. And Heather is talking about how she
Have you
feels
considered
upset.
Richard Marx?
No one can tell you how to raise your child like Daisy Fuentes' husband.
Go on. Sorry, I interrupted.
She says that she's, she finds herself upset and irritated, but, at some point you have to realize, your dad's just not capable of it and he did the best he could. And, are we doing the best we can? And Emily's like, yeah. And, we're doing better than we had. So they're standing there outside the house because they're just talking outside this house now. And this guy comes out and he's like, hello, there's no soliciting. And she's like, oh, hello. My parents used to live here in B. Are you in the garden? You don't look rich enough.
Yes, that is me. I'm here. Welcome. My name is John Pierre and nice to meet you. I am television's Heather Dubrow. Do you want to go on? You want to make films inside? I thought that was so cute. He was like, I see television crew. This is very American. You want to make the films in here? Like, oh, well, if you insist. This does count as an IMDb credit, does it? Does it not? Okay, great.
So he takes them in and she's like, thank you. My mother is going to freak. Oh my gosh, you even kept her wallpaper. My mother loves green. And then we see a side by side of the room then and now, which is a little different. And one has a dark green fireplace and he's painted it. And he's like, oh yeah, we changed a bit of the green though. We had to paint that fireplace because, the green before it was so toxic. So toxic.
If you ever come for my color of green again, it will cost you a lot, John Pierre. Whoa, whoa, whoa. By the way, did you find my posters of Anything Goes in the attic? Oh, we were wondering what was that about.
You know what was interesting? We had a dartboard in the kitchen, and on the face over where you throw the darts, there was lady's face that looks like she is on the TV show Happy Place. It's like, oh, yes. Yes.
Yes, the Reba bulletin board. My mom would get very upset when I would throw darts across the kitchen when she was trying to make lamb chops.
In America, we call her Reba McIntyre.
So Heather says, I haven't been in this home for maybe 23 years. This home felt alive. We had dinner parties. We had a very good energy. At one point in my life, this was the biggest house I'd ever seen. And now this is just something I would just gift to a maid, but it's still adorable. And I'm so happy to be back here.
Hold on. I'm having a touching moment. Let me FaceTime my mother. Okay, she's not answering. Her mom's like, oh, God. Heather's facing me from Amsterdam. God knows what she's up to over there. Like, I want to see that ugly green fireplace, please.
I want to be taken back to the city with all the canals and the bikers. Give me 684 and a Honda. I'd take that over all those bikes.
So they just go through the whole house. I mean, this guy's really nice. He lets them just go through everything. She's
and
like,
it's a
oh, and this
beautiful
was
house.
the walk-in closet. This is where I first tried on my first pair of pantyhose. Oh, look at these. They fit, Jean-Pierre. They fit.
This is where I got the call where I'd be starring in a 1996 pilot with Jane Leeves called Have Fun Tonight. Oh God, we were playing waitresses in a fast casual restaurant with a boss who was wacky and played by Martin Mull. It never made it to air, but we had a great time.
It was always fun. I hope you don't mind me telling you this story while I show you where I used to shave my legs. Great. Oh, please leave less DNA in my house, please. This is my house, Jean-Pierre. Back the fuck off. Fucking home stealer.
So she's like, oh, by the way, here are the ashes. I have the ashes of my dad right here in your kitchen. He's like, okay, this is creeping me out a little bit. I do not want dead ashes in close to my my lobster bisque that I am making. Okay, well,
Calm down, Jean-Pierre. I'm just going to do a facial for you with my father's ashes, okay? Just going to do a little exfoliation, Jean-Pierre. It's like, oh my God, please don't.
hold on one second, Jean-Pierre. I'm getting a call. Oh, it's Josh Altman from, you may be familiar with $1 Million Listing Los Angeles. No?
No.
Oh, well,
No.
the news is we have bought this house and you can leave now. Thank you. It's mine.
So now they go outside and they sit at the canal. And now there's like, maybe I need a little private moment. And Emily's like, oh, sorry, I'm already sitting here, but I guess I'll go right over here then. Okay, I'll just go right over here. Just pretend there's me, a churro, and then you. Okay, I'm not even here. Not even here.
Alfredo, don't you dare. Don't you dare, Alfredo. Don't you dare. Alfredo, don't you. Oh my God, he choked. He choked. He couldn't resist. Don't to Emily. So Heather actually has a nice moment here.
It's really nice. So she sits down and she takes the bag of ashes and she just looks over the canal and she juts out her chin like she does when she's like doing a very serious scene. She's like, Dad, just wanted to say you're a real cocksucker. She throws the ashes in there and she's done with it. Emily's like, that was beautiful.
Do you mind if I call those ashes Asher? I have to applaud Heather Dubrow. She did something significant. Actually, one would say historical. I don't think in the 13 years we've been doing this podcast, we've seen this before. She successfully put ashes into a body of water without having them blow in everyone's faces. Congratulations, Heather Dubrow. You had proper ash form.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. She took him, she wanted to throw his ashes in a place where he was always happiest. And I'm sure her dad is in heaven. Like, that woman just threw me into the street, basically. She just dumped me into a piss-filled canal in Amsterdam. Wow. You know what? I guess I earned that. I'm just waiting for one of those like floating jacuzzi boats to come through again with some bachelorettes. Like,
Woo, bachelor, it's Cindy's bachelorette. What are we breathing in right now?
Just Shannon passes by. Oh God, I have a blister on my toe. I can't get it in the whoa. I got my toe in the water. Whoa, Heather, I do not approve of your career choice. What's happening to me?
she gets possessed by Heather's dad. It's like a wacky 80s movie. It's like All of Me. It's like,
Heather, I enjoyed this conversation, but I have to go to work. Leaving at 6:30 and back at 6:30. Bye.
so
How did she end up in the Gorgo wife swap episode?
Well, it turns out there's a tangled web that we weave. And speaking of tangled webs, woohoo! There it is! Spooky frame on the Crappens on demand. Wow! Ooh, I bounced off of the wall there. Was that my badumcha? Adeline, are you my badumcha? Adeline, hi. Adeline, this is your mother. I'm in Amsterdam, and apparently we're all bringing percussionists, and I don't have one. So could you send a thing? Well, do we have something better? I don't need the sound of my Spanx coming off. Okay, that was from David. I did not appreciate that. Here lies Shannon Medora, killed by an audience that's manipulated by my ex-husband while he walks around on the beach with a slut. You liked it. You liked it. They liked it. Kind of like they liked my joke. Woohoo!
So back at the hotel, the ladies are getting ready and Jen is FaceTiming Ryan and they're talking about how hot she is and stuff. And he's like, hey, babe, I had 2 pussies in my bed last night. She's like, excuse me, what did you say? He's like, pussycats? 2 pussycats in my bed?
Oh my God, Ryan, that is so funny. Can we get what does a Jen Badumcha sound like? No one?
I'm out.
No one?
I'm out of Badumchas.
Okay. I guess I am one of the newer cast
I have literally
members.
no more to offer. Okay, hold on.
I only have to. Wow. Okay. I was not expecting that sound, but that's okay. Was that my son passing out again?
That poor guy. Why is he always passing out?
I'm a little concerned, to be honest.
I'm concerned too. We see at the end of the episode, he's passed out in the army. They're like, oh, look, he made it to the army and then he passed out. What the hell's going on over there? Somebody get that kid his iron.
Yeah, I know. Seriously. So Gretchen FaceTime Slade. She's like, Scott. And then Skylar's like, I miss you so much, mommy. And she's like,
Oh my God, look at that voluminous Gretchen hair that you have. Wow, it's so lethargic to see you.
And then we go over to Gina and Emily using a lot of hairspray, and then everyone goes to a seafood bar for dinner, and Shannon gets out wackily. She's like, whoa, I gotta pull all my Spanx down. Gotta pull my Spanx down. Hold up, everybody. Oh, God, Heather is a good-for-nothing little brat who never does her chores.
and people are just walking in. And it's like this seafood bar and everything. And it's Heather's like, so everyone, Emily came with me today and we went to where my parents lived. And it reminded me that I should be really making another good effort to get onto Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm just in a different class from all of you.
It was amazing. It was the first time anyone in her price level has been there. So that was something great. You know, it was the first time that someone in her price bracket walks through those doors and wasn't handed a feather duster. So we are making progress. Making progress.
And here's what's crazy. We were standing outside filming our scene, and then a man comes out and says, do you want to come inside? Later on, I found out he is the Drake of Amsterdam. That's what we call Bashert.
It was almost like my dad said, come on in. Except he was nothing like my dad. He was actually there. Gave me attention, told me hello and goodbye. It's actually nice. God,
Wow.
miss that
Wow.
man.
I have chills with that story. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing that story with me. That was like really one of the most powerful stories you could have ever shared with me. That was really beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Why is she still talking? I'm just waiting for a bajumcha. Just hoping I'd get a bajumcha. Okay. I guess that'll
This is
count.
gonna kill you. Gretchen's like, I think that was so cool for Heather. To me, that's definitely divine intervention. So of course Gretchen's like, it's Jesus that did it. Girl, they stood out on somebody's patio with cameras. Okay, leave Jesus out of some things. My God, Jesus was like, can I have one fucking day? Can I just have a break? I can't even have a break while you guys are vacationing in Amsterdam. For Christ's sake.
Yeah, seriously. let him focus on other things.
Well, since we're all having a nice dinner, I have something I'd like to bring up because Gretchen told me that when you guys were driving to your swing, I came up in conversation and in a way that I didn't really appreciate.
So we see a flashback to them having their Spanx conversation.
Right after Gretchen's like, I just hope me and Tamara can be friends and just like stop doing this to each other. She's like, oh my God, everybody was calling you fat in the car. Shut up, Gretchen. So she's like, how is she ever going to get laid if they were saying, yeah, how is she ever going to get laid if they have all these Spanx? And it's like when you cut it open, it's like popping open a box of biscuits. And Shannon's like, oh, who said that? If I was made out of biscuits, I would eat myself. Everybody knows that.
Are they, question, is this the Pillsbury brand of biscuits? Because I actually do not approve of their ingredients. I prefer more of a natural biscuit. And if I knew the source of the biscuits, I wouldn't be so mad. But I am concerned that this is a Pillsbury Doughboy situation. I cannot get behind that.
And Gretchen's like, yeah, like Emily said that. So it's like she fat shaming you. Oh my God. Look, I think the ladies were being assholes, especially Emily for that comment. But Gretchen, aren't you trying to like be friends with everybody? She's just so bad at this. Gretchen's just really bad at this, is my only point.
Right. So Shannon's like,
Well, I was told you guys said no guy is going to want to be with me because I wear Spanx. And all that does is redistribute the fat. And Tim was like, no, bitch. No, we never said. We said no guy ever wants to be with you just because of your personality. Totally different thing.
Well, it sounded like you accused my fat of being the socialism of fat, just redistributing itself to everybody. And that's just not how Spanx work. And you can say whatever you want about me, but how dare you come for Spanx? How dare you?
Oh my God. The visual of Shannon just like poof. That's like, there's like no defending this. Like, this is like fucking nuts. But that's hilarious to think of like biscuits like popping open. Like, that's like hilarious.
You told her about the can of biscuits?
says Emily, as if she is not the messiest person on this cast. I can't believe you told someone what we were saying behind their back.
Yeah. I mean, look, Gretchen's annoying me for doing this, but she's not wrong. And also, you're right. Yeah. The rest of them are even worse, especially Gina and Emily. They're like the worst.
I think what's bad with when Gretchen does it, she carries the bone as if she weren't part of the messiness that was happening behind Shannon's back.
And also, it's just mean spirit. It's just mean spirit. Like, it wasn't great when they said it, but they were kidding. I'm not going to stand up for them because it was shitty what they were saying. But I think they were doing it in the spirit. Like, isn't Shannon great? And Gretchen's trying to take it back to hurt Shannon's feelings. So it makes Gretchen the hurtful one, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, Gretchen was actually making it sound like it was way worse than what we saw.
Yeah,
like, it was
like she's trying to make it sound like your friends were calling you fat.
Yeah, it was sort of shitty of Emily to say some of the things she was saying. It was hypocritical, but ultimately they actually were coming from a place of like, God, we love this crazy lady. And Gretchen ran back and made it seem like it was way worse than it was, which is also shitty. And so Gina's like, sometimes with Gretchen, she tries to act like very pious and like she's above everything, but then she's like causing problems. I'm sorry. Did someone say that there was pie? Can we get that before the fish? No? Fish pie? Oh, that's different.
Well, when it comes to me, I can make fun of me, but especially the last year, Emily, when you had your issues.
And she's like, oh, well, I wasn't talking about you specifically. I was talking about biscuits being in a can and popping out of a can. Okay, just say you're sorry, Emily. Miss, like, why don't you just apologize? And she's like, well, no guy's going to want to be with Shannon because she's going to have to pull all the Spanx out.
Tamara's like, I didn't say that. I mean, I always say that no guy's going to want to be with Shannon, but it doesn't have to do with Spanx. It has to do with your alcoholism.
I mean, we were very much like talking about Shannon. That's for sure.
Yeah, but Shannon definitely has a right to know what her supposed friends are saying behind her back.
So we see the flashback again of what was being said, and Gretchen's like,
that's not very funny. It's not very nice.
I'm like, all they said was that she's wearing so many Spanx that it's hard to have sex with her because you have to take off a lot of layers.
And the can of biscuits and the sausage. Like, they weren't great. I just wouldn't repeat that.
Right, but it's not the worst. Like, it wasn't the worst. Well, I mean, I feel like look, I don't want to defend this stupid scene, but like, I think an argument can be made that they were saying that the nature of Spanx is that you squeeze everything together, and the moment you take the Spanx off, everything pops out and everything. I don't know if they were specifically saying, look at Shannon, she looks like a big piece of dough that's been molded into a corset,
Yeah. But also like, Gretchen, just an added layer. Gretchen being like, well, her friends were talking about her, and she has the right to hear everything that was said. It's like, didn't you just get someone kicked off this show because they repeated something you said to them at dinner?
Absolutely.
You fucking hypocrite. Not that it's a shocker that Gretchen would be a fucking hypocrite, but there you go.
So Emily says, okay, lawyer speaking, from my perspective, and Jen was there was no malicious intent. And Gretchen goes,
but Emily, you just said
Gretchers, shut up. Actually, no, I'm going to say Gretchen. I'm going to make that R a little bit longer and turn it into an N because I'm mad. Gretchen, shut up.
Oh my God, you just can't be called out about anything.
Really? You're going to piss me off and I'm going to fucking lose it on you. Listen, Shannon, you're my friend. I love you very much. I also love biscuits. And if I said something that hurt your feelings, that was not my intent. It was funny, okay? We started it by talking about how funny you are. And she's like,
Well, okay, well, thank you. Thank you very much.
we love how you look like you're about to be baked into a delicious breakfast treat.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. This is why I love Emily, because we can have these discussions and I can say you hurt my feelings and then she will literally order me biscuits at the table. So,
I'm just glad I didn't explode like a can of biscuits. Oh, I guess that's my padumcha.
thanks a lot, Sophie. God damn it.
So back at the table, Shannon's like,
Well, I'm going to go to the restroom. I might be a while unwrapping myself from Spanx.
so she leaves and Jen's like,
Okay, but pull your shirt down. Shannon, pull your...
and she stands up and there's like a big price tag hanging out of the back of her skirt. They all just start backing up.
She's always such a hot mess.
But I'm the hot bitch.
So Emily is like, okay, don't make fun of her right now. We can't. She can't take anymore. That's it. So now it's day 4. It's time for a final day in Amsterdam. And first, they're going to start off by doing split activities again, biking or shopping.
Yeah. So Jen goes to get Shannon and Shannon's like, I'm ready to go. And she's still in her pajamas. And Jen's like, there's just something about you. You just do it for me, Shannon. You really do. You were just hilarious, Shannon. And then the others, Tamara, Gina, Jen, and Shannon, are getting on bikes. So Gina's like,
oh my God, you guys, like, I look like I'm riding my bike to school.
Honestly, you look like you're going to Hogwarts right now.
You know, Gretchen's like,
Oh my God, I love that author.
so Gina's...
That's the only book I read.
and Tamara, I'm sorry, Gina's doing this thing the whole episode. I don't know if you noticed, but every time she says something in confessional, she just starts cracking up at herself. It's like she's not even saying anything funny. She'll be like,
oh my God, like I look like a little girl going to school.
She is like, and she's like really highlighting her front teeth too. Like she is delighted with herself. And I say this as someone who often laughs at my own jokes too, which is okay.
But at least we legitimately laughed at ourselves. She's like fake laughing at herself. It's bizarre. Like she knows it's not funny. She's just trying to like,
Yeah. I'm going to sell you guys. Fake it till you make it. Oh my God, you're being fake.
So they are trying to bike, and Gina's like,
They take like cycling to a whole nother level here. Like you have to be like freaking, like what's his name? Lance Armstrong? No, wait. No, he's an astronaut. Wait, no, he is a bike. Okay, this is honestly, Ronnie, this is like one of those moments where I'm like, not only like laughing, I'm laughing a lot because like the Lance Armstrong, Neil Armstrong mix up is like legitimately like so funny to me. Like I almost feel bad by how funny it is. Neil Armstrong, Lance Armstrong, am I right?
Gosh, such a moron. I believe that you rode a bike. I do not believe that you rode it to a school. So then Heather, Gretchen, and Emily
rode it into a tree, I think.
Yeah, she rode into a tree. So Heather, Gretchen, and Emily are arriving to go shopping. And Heather's like, love some retail therapy. So they try on some sunglasses and, you know, it's like all fun and games. And they're asking Emily about how things are at home. And she's like, well, Shane sent me pictures of Luke and he'll put like everything's okay now hanging out on the couch. And I guess it's kind of his way of saying I'm sorry. But, you know, he's saying like, sorry, we're stressed out and yelling on the phone or whatever. So
it's probably also his way of saying like, actually, everything's cool now. So go enjoy yourself.
Yeah, she's so ridiculous. And she says, you know, it's going to be a lifelong struggle with Luke. I'm sorry, is there a child in the country that doesn't have tantrums? Like when they don't want to go somewhere. She's making me crazy with this. I don't even see.
I mean, look, I also, if he's on the spectrum, I'm, you know, I also don't want to, we don't know what his diagnosis.
She said his diagnosis. She said he's not on the spectrum after all, that he's got an eating disability. She listed him a couple weeks ago. Yeah, she listed him.
Well, either way, I mean, I do. It does sound like it will be a lifelong journey, etc. But like, I Actually, I don't know what point I'm making. I'm just talking. So Emily is like, oh, I was so stressed out, but I was like, do I need to go home? Yes, it's hard to go back to your home. So small. But you always have to remember.
How do you even find it? You know, I wonder how people, when they're sitting in an airplane, they say, look, there's my house, like me, you know, as we see from a town away. But how do you do that?
Emily, when you go onto Google Maps, do you ever say to yourself, why do they even bother putting my address on here? Right? I mean, it's barely even a house. I mean, does every blade of grass get a mention on Google Maps now? Am I right?
Google Craps. Just have to go on for all the crappy little houses. Use a micro camera. Well, yeah, I was thinking maybe I should go home. It's like, whatever, get a nanny. She's like, oh, gosh, she always talks me off the edge with my kids. I appreciate that. Like, of course. I love you, Emily Simpson.
That is your name, right? So now the other ladies are in the park, and Shannon, this is actually a little stressful because Shannon was biking like crazy. Now, the thing is this, I feel like Newport Beach and Orange County is all full of bike paths and everything. But I guess Shannon just doesn't. Maybe Shannon has like not wanted to get back onto a bike ever since David Bador essentially strapped her to a Peloton and was like, if you want to save this marriage, start pedaling, bitch.
He's like, happy birthday, here's a Peloton. That was so horrible. And when he strapped her feet, I'm not laughing that he bought her that. I'm just laughing at that scene because she strapped her feet into the Peloton and then couldn't get out.
I just was staring at the cameraman for help, and he was like, no, we're going to film this.
Classic. So, yeah, this is where she's wearing her like knitted American flag shirt and just driving like an idiot, like being the most American on the road. And this is serious. Like everyone's going really fast, and she's doing like a wacky Shannon scene.
And they're in like a park, so there's pedestrians too. Like I really thought she was going to crash into someone. I mean, they already crashed into a boat last episode.
She crashed into a boat. She. Don't put everybody else in this. It was Shannon Bedore, if you ever loop.
Does this jacuzzi have a second floor, by the way? Does it have a second floor? No? Okay.
Guys, I just searched on my telephone, and there is a waffle place where you can make your own druggy waffles. We should go. We love drug waffles now. We are youthful. Hey, everyone, we are cooking. These Stroop waffles will be bustin'.
I can't wait to tell one of the Joshes from Bravo's $1 Million Listing, remember that show, John Pierre, and tell them that I'm doing something wacky.
So the stroopwafel guy is like, oh, stroopwafel itself from the 1800s. It was called poor man's cookie. Oh, God, we should have brought Gina.
Emily does actually, she goes, you're in the wrong place. Why is that? He said poor man's cookie, Heather. It's like, if you're making a joke, I am not amused because I'm deeply uncomfortable with the concept.
I didn't know this about stroopwafels. They called them the poor man's cookie because the baker made it from leftover cookies and leftover bread. What the hell?
It was like leftover, like ingredients that they just because it was.
So what do? You crumble them all up, make them into a ball, and then put them with some caramel and just flatten it.
Well,
sounds delicious. You took the thing.
I took a class. I made a delicious stroopwafel. And I don't know, maybe back in the day, maybe in the 1800s, they did use like leftover cookies or something, but it was essentially a very simple like flour and sugar kind of recipe where you add like water and an egg. I don't even know if there was any leavener in it. I don't remember. Maybe there was some baking soda. I think.
Oh no, she got fired.
What?
Sorry. Leva. Okay, so you don't know if there was like a leavener. No, I don't think there's a leavener because they don't rise, right? You squish them.
They don't really rise, yeah. And so then you make
Isn't
this
that what
batter.
leavener does? It helps it rise.
Yeah, I don't think I don't know. Sometimes you may even need it for something like a waffle. But like either way, I agree. Then you put it in a special dedicated stroopwafel machine that you saw. And they were, I wish I have the recipes somewhere in my things. But like you cook it for like a very specific number. Like my instructor was like, some people say you do it for 1 minute and 19 seconds. Others say 59 seconds, like a really weird, like on Below Deck when they say it's 1:23 p.m. It was like a really weird number. And then you open it And then you have this thing. It's almost like one of those. What are those? Like a scraper. They scrape like a sticker. What do you call those things? You know, the scrapers, like the metal scraper thing. You slide it under, and then you have to. I think maybe you flip it, or I don't remember what it was, but you put the caramel on it and you close it up, and you split it in half, and you put the caramel on it. This is the most boring retelling of stroopwafel. I'm sorry, everyone. This is not.
It's made it more difficult than the damn stroopwafel.
I should have prepared my pontification, and I'm doing it on the fly, and it's just really not killing it. But
no, you're doing great. I'm following you.
But your little scraper, the little waffle thing, it actually splits in half, and then you put the caramel in, then you close it back up again, and then it's fabulous. I want one so
those are
great
right
now,
but they're also terrible for your teeth. I'm surprised that you like them so much because you're so teeth health conscious. Like you take really good care of your teeth, and those things are terrifying to me. I mean, I've got caps, why are they bad to your stuff?
Oh, they're not like chewy like that. They're like it's like a soft caramel. It's like a soft. It's like
whenever I have them on the airplane. Who's it? Delta that gives you those? My
United
teeth are about to come out. Oh, United. Yeah.
Oh, no. No, but it's like a soft, luscious caramel. It's just sort of like you bite it. It's
we
like
need to stop talking about this. I'm going to eat my fucking face off.
I literally almost bought, like, it was so good. I almost like bought myself a stroopwafel machine, and I was like, I cannot. I am okay with a single use appliance, but even this, I have my limits. That being said, if someone wants to donate a stroopwafel machine to the Mandelker Kelly household, I will not say no, because I cannot in my heart of hearts, I cannot buy my own one. But if it just arrived, then I know that I was not being ridiculous.
Yeah.
Watch me get like 10 stroopwafel machines now.
Yes, do it, Ben. So Heather's like, poor man's waffle, rich man's waffle. I don't care. It's a waffle and I'm not touching it. Okay?
And then she tries to be relatable. She goes, I mean, it's so good. And I made it myself. What was that thing from Shake and Bake? And I helped, right? Isn't that how it goes? You know, just give me a line that's relatable. You know, the poors watch Shake and Bake commercials, right? They eat it all the time, right?
But
Alfredo, that was terrible. The audience laughed before you could even do your badumcha. I mean, oh no, it's Alfredo. Oh dear. His hand got stuck in the stroopwafel machine. That explains it. Okay, someone get him some balm.
Alfredo exploded. All right, get me a new Alfredo. Get me a new Alfredo.
Oh, so sad. His parting words were.
So now we go back to the other ladies having a picnic in a park. And Gina's like, oh my God, Jen, I saw your Instagram and like, I'm so proud of you posting a post without rain. I'm like so proud. I feel so proud.
This was actually hilarious because like Gina just basically says, like, I saw your Instagram and I was so proud of you. And then we see the footage of Jen doing a workout. And I was like, what is Gina talking about? It was like Jen doing a hotel workout. I'd forgotten the larger context and she hadn't said it yet that like, oh yeah, Jen is working on having a solo content. It's this arc that they introduced last episode and are now wrapping up this episode. But at first I was like, this is how sad Gina is that she's just like proud of a hotel workout when she sees one on Instagram.
That's the new wave of feminism. It's like, wow, you have your own Instagram account now. You work out on your own Instagram account now. It's just like burning a bra. And she's like, yeah, she did it. It was just her. And she's like, oh my God, thank you, Gina. Thank you so much. You know, because when you said I need my own account at first, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, Gina? What the fuck are you talking about?
And we see a flashback to them giving her a pep talk about posting your own content.
You know, it's almost like Ryan's like a little bit of a safety net for you, you know?
You think?
Kind of like Travis's balls.
He's a little bit of a safety net. She was living in a parking lot. Yeah, he's a little bit of a safety net. And Gina's like, yeah, like sometimes I feel like it's in the way of you developing that inner confidence. Yeah, well, you know what? Sometimes I get in my head because, you know, Ryan has a very colorful past.
Yeah, he was a playboy for a long time to send me stick pictures. Pretty colorful.
Where's Heather? Mean when you need her.
So Jen's like, yeah, and sometimes I think, am I going to be enough? No, the answer will be no.
So Gina says, yeah, you need to feel like you're enough. You need to be enough. Remember, Bobby?
And Jen is like,
Yeah, like when I'm 72 and shit's falling and things like, and we're still like, okay, like I'm still your girl. Like I'm still here. I'm still her for you, right? I want to feel that way.
yeah, you can feel that way. Maybe not with Ryan, though.
That's like a piece of pizza looking at me straight in the face and being like, you only want me, right? No, I want all of you. That's not how this works. I'm not eating one piece of pizza for the rest of my life. Get the fuck out of here. Get into my belly so I can move on to the next.
This is, and actually, I kind of like this micro moment because she's talking about how she feels like, I still feel like a young woman, but I know I don't look like a young woman anymore. And they're all like, yeah, we all have insecurities. And Shannon's like, no, that's a realistic insecurity. We've all been through it. We're divorced women. And at one point we're marrying the person we thought we'd be spending the rest of our lives with. And then another moment we're trying to be wacky on a bike while your friends call you a can of biscuits. So yeah, I'm a little insecure.
Yeah.
It wasn't
and
enough.
my pizza comment wasn't even like all of them. Like, oh yeah, you get some guy, they're all going to cheat on you and leave you. I don't mean everybody, but Ryan specifically. Ryan. Yeah. I just look at Ryan like
he's a
sex
buffet
addict.
man.
I think, he's like a sex addict. I don't think he's going to be, I think he's going to cheat on you. I think everybody knows he's going to cheat on you. He was just sending pictures, like dick pictures on accident to your friend last year. So yeah, I don't know that I would trust that.
Yeah, I really don't. But there's also a part of me that says, you know what? Have fun with him while,
Yeah.
I know this is so, this
I'm
is
not
kind of fucked up.
necessarily saying dump him. I'm just saying you
Right.
got to kind of know what you're buying,
Right. Like it's like a little fucked up, but there's a part of me that says, you know what? It's going to eventually like the bottom will fall out. But in the meantime, you like him, he likes you, enjoy, and then you'll figure it out later. I know it should be more like leave him and go to someone who sees you for you and loves you for you and will always want to be there for you. And I feel like largely, yes, that's how it should be. But there's a part of me that says, at this point, I can only, throw the pizza against the wall so many times. So just go and have fun. And then you'll cross that bridge when he has sex with it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, but good luck. Good luck.
Good luck.
So Tamara's like,
Yeah, you need to establish yourself financially, okay? You don't want to be dependent on some man.
which I agree. She's like, pay for your own kids, and then you won't be so stressed out that he's leaving you all the time. Because one of the reasons you're so stressed out that he's going to leave you is money based. So if you're okay on your own, which I think is good advice. And Jen's like, well, it's amazing to have a real conversation with Tamara without snark. I mean, I just wish she could do this more often. I just love this Tamara. God, I want to hug her. God, I want to hug her.
But I won't.
Congratulations, you've reached the end of part 1 of a 2-part recap. For part 2, go look for the recap that says part 2. See you over there, suckers.
Watch What Crappens would like to thank its premium sponsors. Ain't no thing like Allison King.
It's always a party on Allison Block.
Our way is the Amber way.
It's the Foster and the Furious. It's Amanda Foster.
It's always automatic with Ashley Auto. Put your hands together for Carly Clapp.
Get on the right foot with Chrissy Offit.
She's not just a Sheila, she's a Daniela Etchels.
We never miss her call. It's Diane Call.
Aaron McNicholas, she don't miss no trickolas.
Hava Nagila Weber.
You'll never hide from Heidi Eleanor Jones.
I go, you go, we all go for Hugo.
Jamie, she has no last namey.
She's our kind of mess. It's Jennifer Messer.
Sipped some scotch with Jessica Trotch.
She's our favorite streamer, Caroline Peacock.
Kristen the Piston Anderson.
Get a bee in your bonnet with Lacey B. Que sera, whatever will be, will Lauren Silsby. She gets an A from us. It's Lindsay D.
Let's give a kisserino to Lisa Lino.
Fresh as a daisy, it's Maisie McHenry. We love her on the rocks. It's Melissa Cox.
Megan Berg. You can't have a burger without the Berg.
This is Livin' with Michelle Vivian.
I love ya, Olivia Williamson.
She sure is swell. It's Raquel.
Yes, we canna. It's Savannah.
Cast a spell with Shannon Spellman.
Let's share with Sharon Eldridge.
Darn Skippy, it's Tippy.
And our super premium sponsors.
She's VVIP, it's Amanda V. Can't lose when you're with Amy Baldwin.
Somebody get us 10 cc's of Betsy MD.
We're taking the
gold with Brenda Silva.
Let's get real with Caitlin O'Neill.
Put us on a stretcher, it's Charlotte Fletcher.
Don't get salty with Christine Pepper. Can't have a meal without the Emily Sides.
Who, what, why, where, and Gwen Pentland.
Let's go into the woods with Guy Tubbs.
It's our queen, it's Queen Latifah.
Nobody holds a candle to Jamie Kendall. Hail the cork master, the master of the cork, Jennifer Corcoran. We got our wish, it's Jen Plish.
She's not harsh, she's Jill Hirsch.
My favorite Murdo, Karen McMurdo.
She's a total knockout. It's Katie Manock.
We love him madly, it's Kyle Pod Shadley. In the study with a candlestick, it's Leslie Peacock.
Gee, it's Lisa H.
We're ride or die for Lisa Ryder Barron. She's a whiz, it's Liz Sarthy. Always killing it, it's Lola Alkalani.
The incredible edible Matthews sisters.
She eases our woes, it's Melissa St. Rose.
There's a chance of meatballs. It's Rebecca Cloud.
Maximum love for Sandy Maximoska.
She's the queen bee, it's Sarah Lemke.
We cannot tell a lie, it's Sarah Tellefson.
Shannon, out of a cannon, Anthony.
Please don't stop, it's Soli and Pop.
Let's take off with Tamla Plain.
We're obsessed all with Tessa V.
She ain't no shrinking Violet Kuchar. We love you guys.